All right, y'all, we back with another video, man. Y'all know how we do. Always pushing health, well, better understanding self and giving praise to the Most High. So, in this video, I'm going over Officer Tatum speaks on how this white mom calls the black child the N-word, right? So, y'all know on my channel, I always be going hard on Officer Tatum because I feel like he's a classic Sambo, massa lover type of individual. You know, he really tries to push the narrative so white racists can feel comfortable on his channel talking bad about black people like he ain't even black. And it's like, why would you do that? Like, why, you know, and he probably doing it for money, but I'm gonna go over this and explain how he took a case where a white woman calls a black child an N-word, and he couldn't just leave it at that. He had to make it where, you know, black people deserve this. You know, he ain't pointing at the boogeyman. He don't never want to point at the real problems and the corruption that's going on, that's having these communities like this. He just blaming on the Democrats. But check this out. I'm gonna give my commentary. Listen to this bozo, man.
You call him a child? Did you call the child? It is my business. You call him.
But what I do see, and that most people ain't gonna tell you, is that white folks are sick of black people. Black people have cried wolf so many times that
white folks are sick of black people. You hear what he's saying? It's like, bro, you ain't even white. Why are you speaking for them? How can you speak for them? Why? It's like, why are you doing this race baiting for them, bro? It was somebody in his comment section, a white lady, that was like, Tatum, what you doing? You're not holding the lady accountable. He do say something to say that, you know, he don't support what she's saying. But you making it about race, it's seeming so obvious now, bro, that you're just trying to fuel white racist people. It's obvious. It's no other reason why you would do it but for money and fame, or that your owner's telling you to do it, or your higher ups. Listen to this bozo, man.
now they just sick of it. Star worthy. All right. White mother calls black child racial slur, now seeking donations. Pull Becky up here. Now, let's talk about the microcosm here. The reason that this woman, and you'll see after I play the video, the reason that this woman, let me start with this because people are going to get mad at me for starting there. I'm going to start here and I'm going to go back there. First of all, it is absolutely abhorrent for an adult to call a kid a name anyway. I don't care what name you call a kid. You so silly that you're going to call a kid a name. A little bitty kid, 8-year-old, 10-year-old, maybe, and you grown calling a kid a name. I don't care what name you call him. You so upset you call a kid a derogatory name. You silly. You can't be serious. You can't be serious. Now with that,
he had to say this because it was, you know, you still had white people supporting this, but he had to, for his credibility, he had to say this because he claimed to be a Christian man, God-fearing man, and you know, he can't. I'm surprised he even said that though. But the fact that he would make this about race by somebody calling somebody a derogatory name, and you would bring it into what black people did, knowing it's controlled by the government, knowing it's he says it's the Democratic Party, but we know George Soros and that camp. It's white men running that, bro. White liberal men, bro. And you putting it on black people like they not controlling that. They ain't in control of the communities and the crime and the violence, so the prisons can be packed and we can have legal slaves. He don't never bring this up. He want to think that black people just saying, you know what, we just want to act like this and we want to do this and there's no game for nobody. This is what I don't like about Tatum, bro. He's smart enough to understand.
That being said, and I do not support her calling this kid any name, especially not the name that you're going to find out that she called him, a little black kid. You know where this is going. But I do see, and I would never support this GoFundMe either. That's silly. But what I do see, and that most people ain't going to tell you, is that white folks are sick of black people.
So you justifying. If you ain't trying to hold what she said and hold this lady accountable and just stick on to that, bro, you trying to look past it and say that this is justified.
Black people have cried wolf so many times that now they just sick of it. And therefore, a person like this that do what you see her do can raise this much money. It's almost like an indictment. It's like y'all cry wolf every day, every time somebody say the word, and y'all call each other the word every day, and then y'all trying to get this woman fired or whatever they doing for her. And now look at they didn't raise money for her.
He's saying y'all call this word every day, bro. You got people that don't use the word. You got white record labels that push black people to use the word. They own the freaking music. And when you say people using it on the music, why don't they want to stop them from? You don't understand the control that these white men have that's on the black community. You don't speak about that. You just hold total responsibility to the black people in the community without holding it to the owners, the Soros, and these guys that's running this, the Democratic plantation. But let's go.
All right, roll the clip.
You call him a child? Did you call the child? It is my own business. You call him? Okay, why don't you have the boss to say it right now again? Okay. All right, that's what you say. Nobody digging to you.
A little kid just did, you dumbass.
A little kid, you call him? The little child?
What did he act like? One is gonna
Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So,
And you could tell he Middle Eastern, But
so that gives you the right to call the child 5-year-old N-word.
If that's what he's gonna act
That's
like.
what you're gonna call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
That's a hate speech, and you can be recorded for that.
I don't give a shit.
Huh?
and this, I don't even know if this may be set up. I don't know, man, because we living in an internet era where race baiting is going on. This could be a play, but let me let it play out.
Okay, we'll see about that. What the internet has
You
to say about
seem
you.
real.
So keep it on the screen. So this is what I want to say about this. White people feel, I'm not saying every white person, y'all. Every time I say white people, black people, clearly y'all.
Why are you speaking for them then? If you not speaking for them and you can't genuinely speak for somebody, bro, let them speak for themselves. What gives Officer Tatum the power to say what white people feel? You got some people in the comments that don't feel how you feel. Who is you talking about? Is it your sponsors telling you this? You keep saying white people and you keep saying black people. Like, we don't want you speaking for us, bro. We do not support things that you saying. And it's white people that don't support this dumb stuff you saying. But you seem to have a lot of sponsors and you're getting a lot of money. So who is you really speaking for, bro? Are you speaking for white racist people? Just say that. I ain't speaking. I'm speaking for the white racist people. Say that, bro. And then we'll all have a clear understanding.
I'm not talking about every person. I'm giving a generic stance on it. I think white people feel like her. This little kid is stealing. I'm sick of these kids that don't have good parenting and they stealing stuff and doing this and they acting like ends. And if I feel like they acting like ends, I should be able to say it. Just like if a black person feel like they acting like an end, he should be able to say it. And so all this virtue signaling around a word that black people just blow out of proportion, I'm over it. F off, put me on the internet. And that's what I think this woman had done. I do not think it makes sense for somebody to call a kid any name. But the N-word has, to me, it has lost its luster. It has zero power.
So you see how he's just trying to push the goalpost. He ain't just trying to call this lady out for what she did and say it was wrong. He always has to push the goalpost to benefit his racist people that's on his channel. Salute to the lady that was in his inbox, the white lady that was like, Tatum, this ain't right. How you covering the story ain't right. Salute to her, man. To calling him out. We need more people calling him out on both sides, black and white. Because he ain't nothing but a race baiter, a bozo. He just doing this to, incite people, man. And I can't stand it. The chance I get to call him out, I'm taking every chance because he got a lot of followers in it. A lot of people be coming in my comment sections, fans of his, and be talking nonsense, trying to support stuff that he support. But Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. How do y'all feel about this lady saying that they trying to get her fired? And let me know what y'all think. I'll catch y'all in the next video, man. Peace and love.